Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are diving straight into the absolutely unparalleled, vibrant global atmosphere of the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup. We are talking about an event with a scale that is just off the charts and a level of intentional inclusivity that the sports world has, quite frankly, never seen before. So get ready, because we are going to break down exactly how this massive global showcase is throwing its doors wide open to every single fan. The FIFA World Cup 2026 isn't just about football. It's about inclusion, accessibility, and bringing the world together like never before. You know, that right there is the entire driving force behind today's explainer. We're going to look at the hard data, the brilliant new tech, and the localized, on-the-ground efforts that are actually making this bold statement a reality. Okay, let's pause our regular thinking for just a second and wrap our heads around this staggering number. 104. We're looking at 48 teams coming from across the globe, hosted across 3 nations, the United States, Canada, and Mexico, playing a total of 104 matches. It's this sheer scale that is setting the stage for literally the largest global fan celebration in history. So let's dive into this. We are talking about an immense cultural melting pot of fans from all corners of the world celebrating together. Across those 48 nations, you've got over 30 official languages being spoken. And if you want absolute proof of this global collision, just look at the schedule for June 13th. On a single day, you have these incredibly diverse matchups happening simultaneously. I mean, you've got Qatar facing Switzerland in San Francisco, Brazil playing Morocco in New York, and Haiti taking on Scotland in Boston. It is going to be an unprecedented, vibrantly electric atmosphere for sure. But, as you might guess, that kind of diversity brings some really complex challenges along with it. Think about standard club football for a minute. In the Premier League, you might have players from over 66 different nationalities, sure, but English is the dominant operational language, and teams have months, sometimes years, to integrate. Now contrast that with the 2026 World Cup. It is a high-stakes, 5-week sprint. There's no shared institutional language. A crucial tactical shift in the 70th minute absolutely cannot be lost in translation. Instant communication isn't just nice to have, it is absolutely vital here. Traditionally, the football world has relied on something called consecutive interpretation. Basically, this is that slow process where a manager speaks at a high-pressure press conference, then pauses and waits for a human interpreter to translate. As you can imagine, this creates a massive bottleneck in multilingual media centers. And it's lossy. One wrong word from an interpreter, like, say, confusing defense for midfield, and boom, the entire global news narrative shifts. Multiply that risk by 104 matches, and you've got a real communication hurdle on your hands. So how do we fix it? Well, the answer is AI-powered simultaneous interpretation. This new AI tech can instantly bridge these linguistic gaps without any of those awkward traditional pauses. It actually preserves the pacing and the true emotion of the speaker, instantly outputting the audio across multiple languages. And this doesn't just help the journalists on site. It serves the billions of fans watching worldwide, letting them engage with rich tactical debates and post-match analysis directly in their native languages. It's a real game changer. All right, let's shift gears and transition from language barriers to physical accessibility. Because stadiums are taking very concrete steps to ensure wheelchair users and fans with limited mobility aren't just, accommodated, but are actively and seamlessly enjoying the matches. We're talking about fully accessible stadium entrances, specialized mobility assistance staff deployed throughout the venues, and free wheelchair escorts and wayfinding help to get fans comfortably from the front gates right to their seats. And the inclusion efforts go so much further than that. For the first time ever at a FIFA tournament, live sign language broadcasts will be available for every single match. Let's walk through exactly how deaf and hard of hearing fans can easily access this. You just download the official FIFA World Cup 2026 app on your phone, select the stadium you're at, tap the Accessibility Services tab, and then tap Sign Language. It's that easy. Matches in the US and Canada will feature American Sign Language, or ASL, while matches down in Mexico will feature Mexican Sign Language, LSM. And this brilliantly illustrates a really fundamental shift in how we think about accessibility. These sign language interpreters, they aren't just giving a dry play-by-play account. They relay the energy. They interpret all those crucial audio cues, like the referee's whistle blows, the deafening roar of the crowd cheers, and the massive emotional shifts in the stadium atmosphere. They are literally translating the raw emotion of the game so fans can truly feel every single moment. Now, for blind and low vision fans, the tournament is rolling out audio descriptive commentary, or ADC, for all matches. Let me tell you, this is a massive upgrade from your standard radio broadcast commentary. ADC narrators actively describe the crucial visual elements that you would otherwise miss. Stuff like the tension in a player's facial expression, nuanced body language down on the pitch, and the exact spatial movement of the ball. Let's keep the momentum going because this next piece of tech is just fascinating. Haptic devices. These units are being deployed at select stadiums, places like Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Seattle, and Vancouver, and they translate live match action into tactile and audio feedback. This means fans can physically feel the game unfold in real time. You can literally feel the impact of a crunching tackle and the explosive vibration of a goal directly through the device right there in the stands. No way, right? It's incredible. Now I want you to imagine the overwhelming sensory overload of a roaring stadium packed with 80,000 screaming fans. It's a lot. And for many people, that intense environment is a major barrier. That is exactly what makes these sensory accommodations such a brilliant relief. This World Cup has actually secured the first ever sensory inclusive recognition from Culture City. Fans can grab sensory bags equipped with noise-canceling headphones and fidget tools, plus stadiums will feature dedicated high-sense sensory rooms, which are especially designed with soundproofing, low lighting, and calming visuals. It gives fans a quiet, safe place to retreat and regulate. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is seeing how all these massive high-level inclusion efforts actually translate down to the ground level in a specific host city. Zooming in on the vibrant atmosphere of Los Angeles, the local host committee there is spearheading a dedicated collaboration that is aggressively prioritizing human rights, safety, and inclusion for literally everyone in the region during the games. Let's detail exactly what that looks like in practice. The LA 211 Human Rights Initiative is leveraging the city's existing 211 system to create a 24/7 confidential reporting pathway. And crucially, this features live support in over 140 languages. This is huge because it ensures that residents, workers, and international visitors all have a multilingual safety net, connecting them to care coordinators if they experience any human rights issues. And honestly, the best part, it's explicitly designed to leave a lasting institutional legacy, building out the infrastructure they'll need for the 2028 LA Olympics. So the crucial point we've been circling this whole time is summarized perfectly by this single phrase: football for everyone, FIFA World Cup 2026. From the pitch, to the stands, to the multilingual media centers, the entire goal is to systematically tear down barriers so that the beautiful game can be fully experienced by literally everyone. And that brings us to our final takeaway, and I actually want to turn this over to you. From haptic devices that let you physically feel a tackle, to instantaneous AI translation, to 140 language safety hotlines, how will you experience the 2026 games? Let us know in the comments below, share what piece of inclusion tech you find the most exciting, and as always, keep learning.